Hi friends, welcome to Saathwic Infotech Devops Series. As part of this DevOps course, we are looking at like Unix shell scripting, in which like we have covered almost like basic commands and how to start shell scripting, and we are almost like trying with our use case, like in a scenario like how to lock an user account without any manual intervention. Okay. So as part of that, we have written some script in our last session, right? So ex4, I guess. Yeah. So we have written the script and we got stuck here where like a user mod was not having a privilege to delete that account. Okay. So what happens is like when I run this script, it's going to fail because DevOps is could not able to execute. Okay. 1 second. Something is happening weird. X4. Why it's executing the profile now? 1 second. VA X4. Oh, sorry. Shebang has gone. Okay. Somehow I messed up. Okay. So now we are getting an error like okay, permission denied. Okay. So it says like cannot lock etc password, try again, because like basically the use this particular file etc password can be edited only with root user. So I mentioned you like okay, there is a special command and it needs a special privilege to get added so that DevOps can act as a root. Okay, DevOps can act as a root. You have to make it very clear. DevOps cannot change as root. It will act as a root and execute that command for a time being as a root, and then it comes out. So how do you do that? So basically, if you want to switch or make any user to act as a root, there is a special command called sudo. We use sudo, that particular command. Okay, means that that command will get executed as root from DevOps account. Okay, so if you want to do this, there is a special file called sudo errors file which needs to be updated. Okay, sudo errors, basically sudo errs, that's the file name. So it has its own special command to edit the file. Okay, if you want to do that, first you need to be logging as root, because root only can grant access to other users, okay, to make or to act themselves as a root. So that's the main intention, we should be as a root, and also that particular file can be edited only by root. Okay, these are the two different reasons. Okay, now if I want to add DevOps, okay, if I want to ensure that okay, DevOps can act as a root, I need to edit vi sudo file. It means this will open a sudo errors file. Okay, if you go and look for, if basically if you scroll down, yeah. So if you look at here, okay, they have already changed Oracle as already Oracle user has granted that sudo privilege. So we have to come here, just add our DevOps account, just copy everything from Oracle and paste it here. That's it. Okay. So now let me go, right. So what this all saying? Okay, when I say all, it means that DevOps account can execute all the command in the Linux server. Basically, DevOps will going to act as a root user with complete privilege. Okay, I can even restrict. I can even say that DevOps can act as root, but he can do only certain operations. Okay, he cannot do all the operations like me. He can only do certain operations. So in that case, I will restrict here saying that okay, it can do chmod, chown, user mod, user group change, everything. So on the same way, what this says, whenever DevOps changing his behavior or it's acting as a root, don't ask him a password. Directly change him as a root. So that's what no password means. For any command execution, don't ask password. That's what it all defines here. Okay, let me save it. Okay. Now let me exit out of sudo. Sorry, root. Now just to check, right? What I am going to do? Let me open my script exe4 ex4 example 4, right? Okay. So let me just add sudo here. That's it. So now what happens when I give sudo? this command get executed, right? Whenever it DevOps user uses sudo, it means that it's going to act as a root to execute this command. Okay, so I saved it. Okay, before that I will validate what is the etc passwd grep hyphen oracle. What is the status of oracle? So oracle is using bin bash as its shell, so means that oracle can now log in. Su oracle. Okay, I have switched to oracle, means that oracle can log in to the interactive shell. Okay, now so the intention is, once after the execution of this command, okay, oracle should not able to log into the system. Okay, we need to completely lock all its access. Okay, great. So now I'm going to execute this script. So now it says starting the process of locking the user exists proceeding with locking. Okay, now if you look at in our earlier session, we got an error. It says that okay, user mod cannot be used, but now it got successful. Let us validate what it has done, right? First let me try to log in as oracle. It's asking for password. Let me give the password. It says the account is currently not available, means that the account got locked. So our script got executed perfectly fine. Okay, the second step, how do I validate? Cat etc slash passwd grep oracle. Now if you see, the shell got changed from bin bash to no login. Okay, so great. So our script works perfectly fine. Means that okay. Okay, does it means that okay, we completed the entire use case? Technically speaking, we completed. Okay, but as per the industry standard, as per the best coding practices, we have not completed the script. Okay, why, Kumar? You might have the question, right? Why? Okay, so whenever you guys write any automation, okay, because like in real time I see many people have like okay 5 to 10 commands in the script and they execute, it works fine. One fine day it fails, they don't know what happened, what has caused the failure. Is that related to system issue or is that the code issue? Nothing they will know. The reason being, it's about poor logging mechanism. Okay, so now even our script has some logging, but it does not give that detailed amount of logging. Maybe you can see, right? So what does it says? It says starting the process, user exists proceeding with locking. That's it. Let's say you on daily basis you will be locking like few accounts, or you will be locking few account, unlocking few accounts. If something goes wrong, if you want to debug, what you will understand from this messages? These messages will be useless during the time of root cause analysis or during the time of finding the issues, right? So it doesn't help. So your messages or your comments all should be like in detail, so that whoever like look into the system, it should help. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, whenever you write any logging, it should have a complete separation, means that any log messages displayed in the Linux shell script should have a date at what time the log has been printed. By that way, for example, let's say if I have a date here in this line and second line has some issue, okay, usually my script should not give this error, but somehow it got failed. I can check with multiple people, or like I reach out to administrator and ask that okay, my script got executed at this particular point of time and it got failed due to some other reason. Is there any maintenance activity going on that time? Or can you please check the server logs to see any abnormal happen in your system? Like maybe there might be like huge CPU spike where it is not allowed to spun any new process in the system. Okay, so there might be many use cases we have seen in the real time. So every time you write initial script, it should have a clear logging. Each log should have a date, time, and the type of messages you are displaying. Okay, in general what I follow, I am going to teach you guys. Okay, Okay, let's put few logins and see how it looks like now. So first I said date. Okay, so what is a command? Okay, sorry, I didn't teach you that, right? What is a command to get the date from Linux? It's just a date, as simple as that. It's just a date. Okay, if I want to, okay, some people will ask like, Kumar, I want to format mmdd mmdd. It's all can be done. It's just formatting. I think date percentage y, I guess. Oh, sorry. I think date single quotes percentage y or something like that. Maybe I need to double check. Okay. So there are many formatting. Maybe let me quickly do that because even I did long back. Date formatting. It's going to help you out. Simple. Go here. Yeah, this is what, right? So yeah, plus symbol. That's right. So you need to just add plus. Okay, this is very simple, right? So see, any simple Googling, okay, learning will come only you take a step forward. So I know you guys have taken a step forward to watch my videos. So you will be like doing that too. Okay, if you don't know, just do a simple Google. You will get the basic comments. But what I am teaching here is like, okay, my experience. Okay, that's the difference between like what you learn from the comments and what we teach, right? Okay, great. So let's move on to our actual topic. Now I am going to VIE export. So what I generally do, okay, so I have already mentioned if I want to display or execute any command in Linux and take the output to be a print statement or assigned to a variable, okay, I can type just say date. Let's say for example, date. So what happens here? When I type date, it Linux treat this also as a string to be printed. Okay, let's see that. Date starting the process to lock user. Doesn't make any sense, right? So VI EX4. So if I want to ensure that Linux treat this as a Linux command, then there is a way. Okay, as we did here, we need to include a tick symbol. Okay, this is a tick symbol, guys. It's not single quotes again, it's a tick symbol. Okay, let me put like 1 2 3 4, then I will type something like info 1 2 3 4. So now let's look at how it looks like. Oh man, see, now I am getting the day, time, year, using like and the time zone, everything, and like it says like the type of message displayed is like info. Okay, now let us add few more and see how it works. Let me quickly do that. Okay, so starting the process, I will add here one more line. So I'm going to simply copy this to ensure that okay the formatting is same. Validating the user availability in the server. Okay, that's cool. So if I'm validating something, I should get some output. Okay, does not exist on the server. So basically, it's an warning message. To us, it's a warning message because like it's an expected output, right? Okay, so we are saying like okay, okay, okay. Now let's see this. How does it looks now? Okay, now if you look at, I have like okay, first statement. Okay, it started at this time. It's an info message starting the process to log the user. The second, validating the user availability on the server. The third, I got like user exists proceeding to locking the account. So now, and again it says user mod no changes. Then again I should say the script completed. That is also main, more important. Okay, if you even left with this, nobody understand. So one more, I put like maybe either I can put here, I can put here. Anyway, anything can be done. Echo. I'll copy from here. Okay, so okay, I think this is more clear. Okay, now again one more question comes into picture. Okay, Kumar, see in real time I might be working on like multiple user, and also the statements everything says that okay starting the process to log the user. Okay, if down the line like after 5 months or maybe whoever written the script, maybe if let's assume that Kumar left the organization, if I am a third person seeing this script or seeing this log for investigation, what is the user it's trying to log? What is the user it says available on the server? And then it's saying it's locked the user. Okay, what is the user it locked? No information has been captured about the user here. It just say user, user, user. It's a very generic. So we need to like focus on that piece now. Okay, now. So this is general, right? Starting the process of locking the users. So you can lock any number of users with this thing. So I am just giving as user. So validating the user availability. So what user availability you are validating? You are validating the dollar user availability. So insert hyphen dollar user. So you guys can ask me, hey Kumar, like why are you not giving tick symbol for dollar user? Dollar user is not a command, it's a variable. So any Linux variable, okay, can get expanded within double quotes. So if you are using Linux variable within double quotes, it can expand it, but at the same time ensure that if you are using this Linux variable within single quotes, it won't. Okay, so always try to use double quotes whenever you are working on Linux environments. Okay. Okay, now, so warning user does not exist. So here I should say like which user, that will give more clarity. Okay, so I'm saying here user exists. Okay, which user exists? It's dollar user. Okay, and again it's the end of script, so we don't really bother. Okay, let me try to execute this. Okay, now it makes a little bit sense. Starting the process to log the users. Okay, some process is getting started to log the account. Then it says validating the user Oracle availability on the server. Maybe you can just use comma, hyphen, whatever it is. So it says validating the user Oracle available on the server or not. Maybe any statements. Okay. Then it says user Oracle exists. Proceeding to locking the account. Okay. It Oracle user it exists, so it's going to lock. Then it says okay, the entire process got completed. Okay, fine. Okay. Is that script complete now? No, because like I hope you guys might have learned programming languages, right? Most of the cases there will be something like try catch, exception handling. Okay, so in Linux do we have any try catch? No. So how do I handle? See, for example, if user mod, see if something happens to user mod, let's take some weird error happened and user mod got failed. It did not lock the account. Do you think that my script can capture that error? No, I cannot handle it in a script. So how do I capture whether my user mod is completed or not? Okay, so for that in Linux we have a special operator we can call, or we can say a special variable in Linux, okay, which is nothing but a dollar question mark. Okay, for example, if I use dollar question mark anywhere, sorry, echo dollar question mark, okay, it gives the status of the previously executed command. So for example, I have executed a command called dollar question mark earlier, but the syntax and things like that I have not given correct. So it says command not found. So it's returning like 127. For example, I say echo sample. Now if I put dollar question mark, it returns 0. It means that the previously executed command echo got successful. No errors in it. Okay, let me see a cat ample, because I don't have any command called ample, so it's going to fail. So if I do that, if I echo dollar question mark, it gives going to give any non-zero value. Okay, if dollar question mark returns any non-zero value, it means that the command which executed just before that as an error. Okay, with this assumption we are going to do our scripting. Okay, now let's come here, right? So I have sudo user mod command. So I know dollar question mark will save our status of the previously executed command. So I'm going to write if dollar question mark. Okay, I need to write not equal to. So generally we use not equal to, but with related to bash, right? Not equal to or greater than, less than, equal to, all the normal operators will be used to compare string. Okay, if you want to compare any string, I will go for this not equal to. But with respect to numeric comparison, I will go with this kind of variables. Hyphen ne is nothing but not equal to. Hyphen eq, which is nothing but equal to. gt greater than. ge greater than equal to. le less than equal to. lt less than. So it's simple. Okay, but whenever you do a numeric comparison, you have to use this with respect to bash I am speaking. Okay, other shells has its own different things. Okay, for in our case I am checking like, okay, if dollar question mark hyphen equal to 0, okay, it means that, okay, I'm just again copying this one. User dollar user successfully locked. Okay, if it has else, it means that, okay, so basically for errors I am going to write error. So warning, error. Okay, so now one more important thing, how do I end if? It's just end with fi. Okay, done. So now my script looks little bit okay. Let me try to execute this one now. Okay, now you see, if user mod has any issue, it will say error. Now it does not have any issue, so it says like Oracle successfully locked the account. Okay, if you want to capture all the errors, see, now what are we doing? If user mod is giving any error, so in this case it says it does not do any changes because the account is already locked, which is again a success. It's not a failure case. Okay, you have to understand that. So vi ex4. Okay, now Kumar, like I did it. Is that everything done? No, with respect to Unix shell scripting best practices and everything is concerned, right? We cannot put an end. Okay, put an end to your best practices. It keeps going. But again, it's about your due diligence to decide, Kumar, okay, this is going to be my one-time activity. So I can stop until this. Hey Kumar, this is going to be my repetitive task. I am going to execute this script 100 times, or maybe in a day it execute 20 times. Like for example, if I am monitoring like AWS resources, okay, if I am monitoring any server metrics. Okay, then those kind of scripts should have detailed logging as much as possible. Reduce your code by implementing functions and variables, everything. Okay, hope I made it very clear. Okay, uh, okay. With this, like, okay, I'm trying to wind up this session. Tomorrow, what I'm going to plan is, okay, now we have planned with only Oracle user by hard coding it. Okay, tomorrow what we are going to see is how can I pass the username as a parameter. Okay, dynamically I want to pass. I can pass Oracle, or I can pass DevOps, or I can pass Kumar, whatever the username is, right? I can pass those usernames and I want to log that account. So it should be very, very dynamic, because like other than that area, everywhere we focused on dynamic, right? So it nowhere like we hard coded the username except in the top. So how do I parameterize that, Kumar? So that's the next thing we are going to watch. And there are few other tips and tricks I am going to cover how to do that. Okay. Once after that, we will be looking at like other maybe like another 2 3 sessions on Unix, and we will get finishing of it. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. If you feel this session is like helpful, uh, subscribe to my channel and chat with your colleagues and friends and support us.